What if your first love was a secret you could never tell anyone? I was 16 when I first felt it, that strange, beautiful feeling in my heart. Her name was Sarah. She joined our class in the middle of the school year. She was quiet, polite, and always sat near the window. The sunlight would fall softly on her face, and I would pretend to look at my book while secretly looking at her. I had never talked to her before. In fact, I was too shy to even say hello. But every day, I noticed small things about her. The way she smiled when she understood a lesson. The way she tied her hair when she was nervous. The way she helped other students without expecting anything in return. I wanted to be brave. I wanted to tell her that I liked her. But there was a problem. My best friend, Ahmed, also liked her. One afternoon, Ahmed told me, "I think I love her. I will tell her soon." My heart stopped. I forced a smile and said, "That's great." But inside, everything felt heavy. From that day, my first love became my secret. I supported my friend. I helped him prepare what to say. I even gave him advice about how to impress her. Every word felt like a small pain in my chest. At night, I would think about her and wonder, what if I had met her first? What if I was braver? But I stayed silent. Because sometimes, love is not about winning. Sometimes, it is about protecting the people you care about. If you have ever loved someone secretly, keep reading, because this was only the beginning. A few weeks later, Ahmed finally spoke to her. He was nervous, but he did it. He told her that he liked her and wanted to know her better. I watched from a distance, pretending not to care. My hands were shaking. She listened carefully. Then she smiled kindly and said, "I respect you, but I am not ready for anything right now." Ahmed looked disappointed, but he tried to stay strong. That evening, he called me. She said no, he said quietly. I didn't know what to feel. Part of me felt relief. Another part felt guilty for feeling that way. The next day at school, something unexpected happened. Sarah came and sat next to me. "Can I borrow your notes?" she asked softly. My heart started beating fast. "Why yes, of course," I replied. We began talking about simple things, homework, teachers, favorite subjects. She laughed at my small jokes. For the first time, I felt comfortable around her. Days passed, and we slowly became friends. But I never told her the truth. I was afraid. Afraid of losing her friendship. Afraid of hurting Ahmed. Afraid of changing everything. Sometimes she would say, "You are very kind. Any girl would be lucky to have you." Those words gave me hope, but also confusion. Was she just being friendly? Or did she feel something too? My secret love was growing stronger every day. And keeping it inside was becoming harder than I imagined. One afternoon after school, it started to rain heavily. Most students ran home quickly, but Sarah and I were stuck under the school entrance roof. The rain was loud, and the streets were empty. We stood close, but not too close. She looked at the rain and said, "I like rainy days. They make me think." "About what?" I asked. "About feelings we are afraid to say," she replied quietly. My heart skipped a beat. I felt like she could see my secret. For a moment, I wanted to tell her everything. I wanted to say, "I was the one who liked you first. I was the one who stayed silent." But fear stopped me again. Instead, I said, "Sometimes silence is easier." She looked at me deeply. But silence can also hurt. The rain slowly stopped. Before leaving, she said something that stayed with me forever. "You don't always have to hide your heart. That night, I couldn't sleep. Her words repeated in my mind. Maybe she knew. Maybe she was waiting. The next day, I decided I would finally tell her the truth. Not because I wanted to win, but because I didn't want to regret staying silent forever. The following morning, I felt nervous but determined. I asked her if we could talk after class. She agreed with a small smile. When the final bell rang, my heart felt louder than the sound of students leaving. We stood near the old tree in the schoolyard. I need to tell you something, I began. She waited patiently. I liked you from the first day you came to our class, I said honestly. But I stayed quiet because of Ahmed. I didn't want to hurt him. She didn't look surprised. Instead, she smiled gently. I know, she said. You know? I asked in shock. Yes. I could see it in your eyes. She took a deep breath. I liked you too, she admitted. But I respected your silence. For a moment, the world felt still. But, she continued softly, we are young. Maybe this feeling is just the beginning of learning about love. We decided to stay friends, honest friends this time. Years later, we went different ways in life. But my first love taught me something important. Love is beautiful. But courage is more beautiful. If this story reminded you of your first love, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more simple English love stories.